Hey guys, I'm Ado,
It's your boy Ak.
and this is The Cage.
The Cage.
The Cage. Welcome to our first official episode.
What up, what up, what up?
Hey guys, Ak, please take away. Tell us what we're going to be talking about this week's episode.
Man, we got a lot of content coming in. Last year, Ado had a podcast going, him and Sham,
On SoundCloud.
on SoundCloud.
No video.
No video.
No
just
video here,
just
yeah.
all audio.
Very terrible,
It was
by
all.
the way.
I mean, it was a little about. It was just about HHL. You know, they would do a weekly. You know, I'll just let Ado talk about it. It was his podcast.
So basically, middle of our HHL, which is the Yemen House League that we do every year in the fall, I decided to have a little podcast going on. And I decided to have it on SoundCloud, and it was very unprofessional. We were on speaker. Yeah, we had phone calls. Actually got a lot of good reviews. People actually liked it.
People wanted to be on it.
People really wanted to be on it. Certain people really wanted to be on it. So, middle of it, it broke up. It just, things happened where I just had no nashat to continue with the podcast. Okay, let's just put it that way. We'll get back to that.
You said Nashad?
Nashat.
Nashat?
Nashat. Yeah, nashat.
Nashat. You had no
Yeah.
desire.
I had no desire to continue the podcast because what has happened in the HHL. Now, fast forward. I decided, you know what? I'm going to give this another try. And you know what? Something told me I want to do a YouTube one.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
Now, with the SoundCloud, is me and Sham. So I started wanted to do a YouTube one. And I decided to, like, if I'm going to do a video one, I'm going to have a co-host that is, how should I say this? Not to insult nobody. I wanted to have a person that looks good on camera. Okay. I thought to myself, if I'm going to do YouTube, you know, I have somebody in mind. And you know what? Ak fit the description.
I appreciate it.
You know, he fit the description.
I
And
appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Because I'm good looking and super funny, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You know, and we're known for being blabbers.
Yeah, big time blabbers.
Big time blabbers.
Like one of the biggest blabbers.
We just love saying things where it catches people off guard. Be like, what did you say?
Exactly. Well, they say that to you because you speak Bosnian and English. Like,
And
so-
German at the same time.
How much languages do you know?
I don't want to
Mashallah.
brag. 4.
4. Mashallah.
4. Well, honestly, they're all broken down. I think it's one language. I
You
think
should see his spelling, wallah. When we are like in WhatsApp group chats, man, it's like deciphering codes, like straight up.
Da
wallah,
Vinci Code.
Straight up codes, wallah. It's like no joke.
Because I don't know, man. I think Google, my Samsung phone gave up on me. All right. It literally gave up on me. So my Samsung phone doesn't translate nothing. Autocorrect doesn't work because it's just shut off.
It's shut down. Everything.
You know what I'm saying? You know, every time you open up a new phone and then you put down, yeah, I accept this and this. I have no, like, my phone is decoded. I can do whatever I want with my phone. But anyways, let's get off that topic. So I decided to do YouTube, and we're finally here. I know we're doing a lot of hyping around, telling everybody about the podcast.
Yes.
And it's finally here. I hope you guys like our setup.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should see the setup, like the cameras
Oh,
and like how we had to set it up, because the lighting, it was like wallah, it was like way too strong, and
we couldn't see for hours
Exactly.
afterwards.
So it took us a while to get the setup right, and we finally figured it out.
We finally figured it
We
out.
Put plastic bags
Literally.
over the light.
Yeah. So if you think about, because we're going to be doing a lot of bashing, a lot of blabbing. If you think about suing us, don't even go there.
Yeah, we got nothing to offer.
We got nothing to offer unless you want one of our plastic bags.
That we got from West End.
West End. Yo, shout out to West
shout
End.
out West End.
Yo, shout out. Give a shout out.
Shout out to my boys in the West End.
Yeah. Shout out to the kitchen workers, staff. You know. Okay. Anyways. All right. Anyways,
So
we're here.
we're here, and there's
We're
a
here
lot
to
to
stay.
talk about. Inshallah, we're gonna stay. We're gonna keep it coming every week. So stay tuned.
Once a week, right?
Once a week.
We talk
Once
about
week.
once a week. Between 45 to an hour?
Hopefully, you know what I
Hopefully.
mean?
We try to
Hopefully.
keep it short
You know what I
because
mean? I'm telling you, we can go for we
days.
can go for days. But
Days.
So this is what we're entering the cage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. We're entering the cage.
This is the cage.
And what we're gonna talk about today is last year. Coming into last year, it was about the HHL.
Yep.
We're gonna come right back into it. We're starting right back into the HHL.
Yes.
And people don't know, a lot went on from that last podcast to now. Scandals, cheating, things,
Bribery.
briberies, hatred, fighting, arguing. It's been,
Kidnapping.
well, I don't know about. Was it? Well, I mean,
Technically,
nah.
Michigan trip.
It was not. He willingly went. He willingly went. But we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all that. And the one person that's been
Wait,
victimized the whole time.
Willingly.
Who?
Willingly.
Willingly.
I don't know about that.
He went willingly.
We're gonna get to the bottom of that.
And the person that's been victimized the whole time with that is no other than my co-host, Ado. So we're gonna go right into it.
I had a rough year.
HHL championship game. Ado, first place team.
FC Bayern.
FC Bayern was
We're 8-0,
firing on all cylinders,
beating everybody to pieces.
crushing them. Not even. It was like no joke. They had probably one or two tough games.
Yeah.
Going through, and I was reffing, so I knew all about what was going on.
We had a good mixture of young guys,
Yeah.
older heads, and then, I brought my bro Samir and goal.
Yeah.
And Samir did an amazing
and
job.
they had the best player.
First round draft pick I had, of course, I took Niner. It's freaking Niner. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Everybody we took him. And championship game, man. We come to the championship game the day of, and guess who doesn't show up? Guess, Zach. Oh, you were there.
Yeah.
What's there to guess?
Yeah. The great AM9
Niner doesn't show up,
He was gone.
right? Championship game. I was like, what the hell, man? It's like, God forbid there's an emergency going on,
Everybody calling him. Everybody was calling him. Everybody was trying to get a hold of AM9. And then I was hearing crazy excuses.
Now, by the way, we played TB in the finals, with TB having AO10 on the team.
He was MVP.
He was the MVP of the.
Well,
of
that
the
was
season.
even that was
Questionable.
Yeah, talked about because everyone thought
But
AM9 coming in, but what happened last game?
What happened last game? So, anyways,
We
come to the finals with our best player
gone.
We lose the match, and it wasn't. We got blown out by 5 goals, I think.
And
We gave a good fight in the first half, but then second half,
it was just it just showed the difference. Yeah, the difference in
not having your best player.
Yeah, and
So,
at
exactly.
at the end of that game, Ado,
Man,
you said some things, you did things.
of course I took it back.
Yeah,
I took it back, but I was heated because I'm a competitive person.
Yeah,
I don't like losing,
100%.
and the way I lost, it was bad. It was bad, and of course, assumptions kicked in right away. Why my best player didn't show up? Because Niner had assumptions. Again, these are assumptions, and these are just propaganda of them. He having association with TB.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ado, this back in when you guys were younger, you guys were doing the same thing. Like I heard stories about what you guys were doing. So when I thought about it, yeah, was it messed up? Yeah, but it was.
Not gonna lie to you, we did pay off reps.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and so what? First, it started off with
There's actually pictures of Benny being paid off by us.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's the one we won the championship.
Yes.
That was when we won the championship.
Yeah.
0-3. We started 0-3.
0-3, and we came back.
Yeah, that year was crazy. But
and I mean, we kidnapped people on the day of the championship game, dropped them off in Buffalo, not willingly.
yeah, that one. How I heard it, it was like that, not willingly.
Not willingly, for him to come second half, and by the time it was too late.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's crazy how you guys do. So then it happens to you. You go nuts, and then all of a sudden the game finishes. This is the crazy. The game
I
finishes.
go home. I'm done. I'm heated.
And AM9 comes right onto the field
And
and takes a picture with the winning team
in their jersey.
and that sent FC Bayern's team into flames. They went nuts. But
Dude, you know how many people are blocked on Twitter
yeah,
and then IG?
I know.
Crazy amount of people I blocked.
Man, you went nuts. So then, HHL finishes. The scandals are done.
Now, in the meantime, because everything that was happening, I stopped doing podcasts.
Yeah.
I had no desire to do it anymore because I was so heated because I'm in nature, I'm a competitive person. Some people might see that as like, hey, whatever. You know, these guys are jokers.
Mm-hmm.
I took that as, you know, this was my team. We even played in freaking Bayern jerseys, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I supplied Niner with original Bayern jerseys, which took me 3 months to get back, but I got it back. Okay?
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters end of the day. But
AM9, you should have kept it.
crazy, man.
But the thing is, you not doing podcasts. We didn't stop playing soccer. We
didn't.
We had indoor, and
I decided not to be captain again.
so yeah,
Because of the situation that have happened, I decided not to be the captain. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this horse crap. I'm just gonna play. Whoever picks me, picks me.
and guess who picks you?
You can write a script about this, dude. This is a movie script. So my thought is Haas is gonna pick me because Haas has some older heads. You
Yeah.
know, I like to play
For the black team. That's
for
the
the black
squad.
team, right? The black team. So what happened is, I get a phone call from Face
Face is the manager of
TB.
Brazil team, the yellow team.
I go. We picked you. This was my reaction. Put the phone down.
You didn't say anything to him?
I was kind of pissed off because I really don't, because I knew that was gonna pick Niner.
And yeah,
So I wanted to play against Niner so bad, not to injure him or anything.
No, just the competitive part.
Just the competitive part. I didn't want to play with him because what he did to me. So I was like, all right,
So you try to do like the Jordan. You know the Jordan, The Last Dance,
yeah,
and they always make that meme. And I took it personal.
yeah.
That's what she did.
Yes.
Alright.
I took it personal against the Pistons, the bad boys.
Yeah.
You know? So anyways, I was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad. I called Haas and I was like, Haas, what the hell? I was like, man, they picked you kind of third round. Like, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I thought nobody was going to pick you. You know what I'm saying? You're an old dude.
Yeah.
But they're actually picking you. So it was me and Eli, defense. And I was like, Niners playing. Abe was our goalie. I was like, yo,
You had a crazy team. Man.
we had a crazy team.
And guess you guys go all the way to the finals,
We
undefeated,
go
right?
Undefeated again.
Undefeated. But the only hard team they played against, they had a tough team that they played against, was the black squad, Haas's team, the team that
Haas's
he
team.
originally wanted to go on. They had a crazy. They had Shoki, they had Sammy, they had
Mo.
Rocco, they had Mo.
Yeah.
But Mo wasn't playing when you guys played him.
Yes, we didn't.
So they knew championship game was going to be a crazy game. That's
Yeah.
what everyone knew. Everyone was speculating. Everybody was
Exactly.
talking about it. Like, yo, who's going to win? AM9
Now-
versus Mo.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was originally AM9 versus Mo. You know,
Now, the first fall league, which we played outdoor at the cage, at our
HHL,
cage,
yeah.
HHL, Harry
Harry
did that.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job he did. Of course, there was a lot of referees, whatever. But anyways, he did a great job. So indoor goes, and Shane Haas decided to, was like, we're going to run the fall league.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So they run the indoor fall league at Salins. Things went great.
Yeah.
Organized. We got
Well, I mean, they did. They with the little free agency, they were.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Anyways.
It was.
You can
was
have
complete. It was
you cannot have a fall league unless you have controversies.
Listen, when you have a Yemeni run, it's full of Yemeni, majority Yemeni, and it's run by Yemeni. It's not gonna go smoothly.
Never.
We know this already. So
It is what it is.
It's
But
always arguing, always complaining, always something. It's always something.
nobody's satisfied ever. But anyways, so we go indoor championship, us and the black squad.
Yeah.
Now again, we felt really confident. Day of the game, guess who doesn't show up?
That was crazy.
Now Niner did show up. by the
Niner
way.
showed up.
Niner showed up
And
because
Niner was hot. Niner was hot that year. I mean, that indoor session.
Indoor was
he was
just killing it.
He was just like, it was just AM9 and everybody else, straight up. I mean, he was killing
Exactly.
it. When Mo Save would come, he would beast it. But AM9 was just killing it.
Yeah.
And
So anyways, but our keeper Abe don't show up.
and then a lot of talks about that, and then you guys get blown out.
Man, they ever now.
Who was in net? Harry?
No.
Was it Harry? Did get in net for a little bit.
No.
I heard Harry was in net for a little bit.
Man, at the end maybe, but it was Abu Saif,
Abu
bro.
Saif.
Man, they were blasting him, man. There was every shot was going in, and Mo was on fire. Mo was on fire, man.
Mo Saif. Yeah, he was on fire.
He was on fire, man. He was scoring. Literally every shot felt like it was going in, man.
Yeah. It was
So-
like what, 15 what?
It was bad. It was
It was
bad.
horrible.
It was
It
horrible.
was a lot to a little, basically.
Anyways, apparently Abe was in Michigan.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talks about being paid off to go there, and then there was paid off to talk, to snitch on who paid him off.
We're talking about. We're not talking about a small amount here.
No, we're not going to get into the specifics of it. Because,
Exactly,
you
no
know,
need for it.
legal reasons. For
legal reasons, we're not gonna be talking about it.
Some people don't count that as a trophy. I mean, Black Squad did hold up the trophy. They did take pictures with it. They celebrated.
Honestly, I was more upset with the HHL at home field, the cage, about that. This one, of course, I was upset, but I was like, you know
But
what?
you guys deserved it. Faisal deserved it.
Yeah, because what he has done.
Faisal
That's
deserved
why I didn't want it to be in that situation, and unfortunately, I ended up being in that situation because I was brought in that situation. So it's a lot of blabbing situations.
Yeah, a lot of situations.
A lot of situations going on. But I was like, what the hell's going on? 2 times in a row?
Yeah.
What the hell did I deserve to do this?
Can't get right.
Can't get right, man. I can't win I used to win a lot of indoor leagues and fall leagues and everything, you know, when there was no draft. Now, by the way, now that we do, because there's so many players and so competition, it only feels right to do a
Yeah,
draft.
it's only fair.
Because what's going to happen, you're going to create 2 big teams.
And that's it.
And that's it. And everybody's going to get blown away. So with the draft, there's at least...
Everyone has a chance. There's a chance for everyone to be a good team. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If you choose the right players. So now, that happened.
Yes.
And then we go, you know what I mean? And then it's over. Ramadan comes.
No, I mean, no, we gotta talk about COVID and everything that happened. Yeah, I mean, our indoor stops, and we're supposed to have one more fall league session.
Oh, you guys were gonna do a whole fall. I never knew
That was another plan, but obviously with COVID hitting in February or March, that kind of canceled everything.
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah, check this out. What if there's a listener out there, right? A listener doesn't watch TV, doesn't have Twitter or nothing, and his only resource to this world was my podcast and this podcast.
Okay.
And his name is Mike. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So, Mike, brace yourself.
Okay.
The world changed in March 2020.
So then we didn't have no soccer for a while.
For COVID hits.
And then, we get and then we start going out, a few months later.
Yeah.
And Harry was going to set up another house league.
Yes.
And that's when Salins came in, and Salins
Well-
had their own
well-
league going on.
Well, remember, Harry already set it up.
Yeah, Harry already had it set up, but then
Salins... No, some imposters came around the corner and broke it up. Remember, we had
because the suspensions. Harry gave out suspensions to players that were cheating from the indoor league.
So I don't know what happened where other people got involved, and next thing you know, Harry's just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
He cancels it. He shuts it down.
He literally cancels it. BDSL, in the meantime,
was on the work.
So our Buffalo District Soccer League, we have our Yemen teams that play in there, my Bosnian team. So, I mean, there's about 80-something teams in a BDSL. But because of a COVID-19, Corona, whatever you want to call it, they had to stop. I mean, it only made sense. They stopped it. So there was no league for now 30, 40 years. The BDSL didn't happen. So the only thing we did is just play pickup soccer.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
For me time, yeah. And then BDSL was able, not BDSL.
Not BDSL.
Salins was able to set up a league.
A league at their new fields.
At their new fields, their new turf.
Outside
fields,
turf,
yeah.
which is, by the way, I'm enjoying my time over there.
It's nice fields.
It's nice because all of our games are at the same place.
Exactly. So everyone just goes there and we just watch the games. And
Exactly.
And now, with that coming to an end, Harry was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna start it again. He's like, I'm gonna give it one more shot, and everyone's crazy excited about it.
Of course,
It's
because this is where we start our leagues.
because we
September.
know these leagues, these leagues that these indoor leagues where it's just all majority Yemeni, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Majority in the community,
Yeah,
and we do have outside players do
Of
come in
course.
and play. We're not
anybody's welcome. We don't care.
Yeah, but this is like it gets real intense because it's like it's for bragging rights.
Of
I know
course.
Harry gets a crazy beast ass trophy.
Man,
It's
that's what I was more bad about. I'm not lying to you. If the trophy
the
looked
MVP.
like,
Yeah, the MVP. Yeah.
if the trophies look like shit, I was like, I wouldn't care.
Exactly,
about.
but these are sweet trophies. So
I mean, talk about these are big trophies,
and Harry
and your name goes on
and
there,
Harry,
boys.
yeah, and Harry does it. Harry runs it really well, really smoothly. He keeps
And he
it fair.
gets he gets good referees.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? He gets respectable. He gets respectable referees where you wouldn't insult the guy if it was example.
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ado? That did not happen.
Oh, wait, you were one of the referees.
Yes, I was. It was the biggest. I volunteered to ref for Harry's league last year. It was because I had a knee injury and I couldn't play.
Yes.
It was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Game in and game out. It was just constantly arguing and yelling.
Of course, man. It was.
And then
that's folly.
yeah, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. You know what I mean. I used to like at
You-
the end of the games.
You
I'd be
should
like-
expect that.
I would be so labhan, and I'd be like, "Yo, it's like," but that's just how Yemeni are. Because I know if roles were reversed, I would have been doing the same thing.
Absolutely.
So now Harry's gonna run this league again. We don't know. We don't know really if he's gonna hire refs, if he's not, or if he gets another volunteer refs. And I texted Harry earlier, and I wanted to see like Harry said he got GMs.
Now,
Yeah.
are they captains or they're GMs?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
They can be captains. They can be GMs or it's just their choice. You know how when we did it last. You know how a few years ago we had that indoor.
Yeah.
And then
There was
Uncle Wayne Sohail.
Yeah.
He was a GM.
Oh, okay. He was voted. They were voting for players and everything. So
he
they're
or Ali.
Yeah,
I mean
Al,
Amar,
Al.
Amar,
Yeah,
Al,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Ahmad and all
yeah.
them. They all had choices where they can either play or you know what I mean. They could just choose players.
yes.
Because Harry doesn't. You can have between 8 to 10 players. So
Yeah.
there's a range. So I got that.
But it's guys. Listen, I ran fall leagues in the past, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of headache. So especially with us,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
So
It's bad. So, anyways,
Harry,
did you get some insights on who the GMs
I
are?
talked to Harry. I talked to Harry. I told him text me the possible. It's a possible list of GMs, and I'm looking at it now. It's crazy.
Come on, talk to me. Talk to me nice.
All right, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna have a draft, and because of COVID and everything, it's just gonna be just in the timing. We just can't get everybody to be at the draft. It's too much with all these 60 plus players want to play.
So hold on a second.
6 teams.
Okay.
10
hold
players
on.
a team.
Yes, but you're trying to tell me that our community, our soccer community players, we really care about not social distancing.
Yeah, well, we don't follow it. We don't follow, but
Honestly, we don't.
we try. You know what I mean. But Harry's doing it anyways. So here's the list. We got Rums.
Okay.
Which is big Rums.
Bigger. Okay.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean. He's a great player.
Okay.
He could be captain.
Okay.
We got Hamlet.
Wait.
Hamlet is the original Keep It Real. KIR.
Yeah, KR. But listen, is he going to be the
KIR.
captain of a team? A coach?
I don't know, man. Is he gonna play? Nah, he ain't gonna play.
Because if Ramsey's going to play, what does Hamlet come and play?
Hamlet's just gonna GM. I think Hamlet had enough of watching, and he wants to be part of. You know what I mean?
I respect that. I like the way over the years, so Hamlet's getting involved.
Yeah, he's been getting involved with all that.
in Yemen soccer. So
We're gonna keep. He's on that list. That's a possible. We don't know for sure. These are just. I got a few names, and we're just gonna go by the names.
okay,
And then you already know Face, Brazil, Face Brazil, and just wherever Face is
always controversy.
controversial.
Always.
Controversy. And then we got the great coach Billy Safe.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
He's a
That's
great
great.
player. He has a crazy amount of experience. He's been to different countries. He's watched other people play soccer. He's he's not just stuck in Lackawanna. He went to to Texas. He went to Spain.
Yeah.
He's seen, you know what I mean. He's seen other places, so he knows the game really, really well.
Yeah. So that's great.
And he
Great
might
pick.
play. I think he might play.
He should play.
If you know what I mean.
I love playing with Billy, man.
He's a very smart player, very good
Yes.
player.
What? Please, come on. Can't get any worse. Can't get any worse than Hamlet.
Yeah, we got Hamid. We got Hamid.
Come on, man. This isn't volleyball.
Yeah, but listen,
Hamid?
Hamid, man, he has experience coaching. The under 15, I believe, and he helped coach was it JV? I think JV or
JV
modified.
coach, yeah. He does have the knowledge, but
JV, I believe.
he might get chewed up in the fall league, man.
And then last but not least, the last name I got here is you ready?
Come on. After Hamlet and Hamid, who you
ready?
talk about? Salman.
Nah. Abu Saif.
Come.
Abu Saif is a possible candidate to be a captain / GM for a team.
I bet you they're all gonna wear Real Madrid jerseys.
Oh, Abu Saif is a crazy Real Madrid fan.
By the way, when my
Big
team,
Ronaldo fan too.
Listen, when my team Bayern smashed Barcelona 8-2, guess who called me first?
Abu Saif?
Abu Saif called me first.
Listen, I don't want to talk about that, wallah. That was just. I don't even want to talk about that. That was ugly. But you know, what I mean, everyone knew they were gonna win. Everyone knew it was them or PSG, but Bayern always had the edge over them. Because Bayern just.
Let's
let you
jump
go.
over from fall league and let's jump into this a little bit
All right,
from
go.
Champions League.
All right.
Because we like to talk about. So, anyways, this has been a bad year for everybody. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
COVID and everything going on, soccer being canceled. You know, thank God for sailings. So even international soccer got canceled, and that was really depressing, man. Now able to watch soccer games on TV, it's like, what the hell? I'm stuck.
It was bad.
It was really bad. They restarted, and my team bulked up physically and wins the champion. First of all, they won the German League, German Cup, double. They go to Lisbon, win the freaking Champions League. We win the treble. And in the midst of all that, they smashed Barcelona 8-2.
All right. And
That's
I don't want you to say, because I heard you said it before. You said Bayern is the reason Messi's leaving Barcelona. He is not. That was just the last straw that broke the camel's back. And
I never.
he
By the
needs-
way,
well,
by
he-
the way,
he
by
needs
the
to
way,
bounce. He
by
needs
the
to
way,
bounce.
by the way, I never got that phrase. I never got it.
What?
Last straw that broke the camel's back.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish I could explain it to you, but it's just I think it's like
Who came up with that?
I don't know.
You know, I'm gonna do a full research on that.
Do a full
Could-
research, but we have to. But I just want to clarify: Bayern is not the reason why Messi's leaving.
How about this? We put the coffin was made already, and we put the
he
final
put the nail? Yes,
We put the final nail.
it was a big ass nail. It was a huge nail.
It was literally the last one.
I hope he leaves. I hope Messi leaves. I hope so. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's leaving.
I mean,
I really think he's doing this to create chaos within the organization.
he wants the
where-
president and the board out. But
Listen, if Messi says I'm leaving, the president and the board was like, "Yo, we gotta get whatever you want. You need to stay. We'll do whatever you want."
But they can't.
And then he said, I need you to leave."
exactly. You do whatever. Okay, then I want you guys to get up and leave. But
That's not gonna. I don't know.
I don't think. I
If
think
this transfer happens, it's gonna be the biggest transfer ever in any sport.
But the thing is,
anything.
that clause in his transfer that says he could transfer for free. But the only problem, like you showed me that video
Yeah.
you showed. But the thing is, they can say because of
COVID
that transfer window is already passed.
passed, dude. It's crazy.
Or they could be like, yo, listen, since you've played with us for 20.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. He's
Yeah.
been in the Barcelona because he came in there when he was like 11, 12 in the Barcelona camp. He's been playing there his whole life.
Yeah.
They can be like, since you're, because it's 700 million to buy him out.
Nobody
That's
got that money.
crazy. That's crazy.
And by the way, he's 33.
He's 30. Yeah. So, but the thing is, Barcelona has to get ready for him to leave anyways.
See, the way I think about that, Ak, it's like, listen, you're 33. You probably got 3 more years tops.
Yeah. So
Right.
he wants to win.
but
and
the
they
thing
want to
is,
start rebuilding.
I know, but the thing is, you already won everything. What's the point of going somewhere winning something else?
No,
You
that's
get-
because
you
you
know
want to
it's-
win more.
I know, but
Yes.
he gets 1 million
A week.
a week
A week. I know.
from Barcelona. Just milk this thing out, man.
Nah, I think but that's not how he wants to end his
Listen,
career.
he's gonna go to EPL and get Kessert over there because they play hard over
They
there.
do, but Messi, he won't get Messi because Messi's Messi. I think Messi's the greatest player to ever play. People say Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, and the thing is, I don't like to get into that argument because they're both.
Of course,
Great. I'm not
I
gonna
tell you what, as soccer fans, we're blessed to
get
have these two guys in the same era. Because I'm telling you guys right now, if Ronaldo was before Messi or Messi was before Ronaldo, they would have easily won 10 Ballon d'Ors in a row.
Exactly.
Each of them.
Yeah,
Easily.
Exactly.
You know? But the thing is, it's crazy to think that these two guys came in the same era. And the records they broke is just stupid.
Yeah, and they're still.
And they're not going to be broken for a long time. There's got to be somebody
and
spectacular
they're still playing at
High
at
level.
a high level. You know what I mean? So I think
Let me ask you this.
I think Messi should leave.
I want him to leave. I just want to see what's going to happen. Where's he going to go?
But there's only one.
I
place
just know.
we already know where he wants to go.
There's only two clubs.
You gotta
They
understand-
can afford him.
But then what club he wants to play with? That's
So
the thing.
it's their City and PSG. I think they're the only ones that can afford him.
I think United can afford him too.
Come on, man.
But
They wouldn't pay for Sancho 70 million.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
But that's Messi then.
I know. I
And
tell you
that's
what, his shirt sales alone will get you the money that
Exactly.
they pay. They're paying for him on a weekly basis.
Exactly. So I'm hoping
He's gonna have to take a pay cut without a doubt.
he's gonna. I think he's willing to take a pay
He's
cut.
willing to
But
take
the
a
thing
pay
is, Barcelona. It's up to Barcelona. Are they gonna? Either they're gonna go to that
Give
seven,
in?
they're gonna give in and say, okay. I don't think they're gonna give in and say zero. We'll let you go for free. I don't. That's just dumb.
No way.
Because if
they
they're
got to
gonna-
get something
yeah.
out of it.
So will they lower that 700 million? That's a possibility. I hope they can. They'll be like, since you
What-
played with us for so long, and out of all these records you broke, and out of all these
That-
trophies you brought us,
yeah.
we'll lower it from 700 to 200.
200 because he's
Well,
33 years old.
Yeah. So,
You know what I'm
or he
saying?
could play that 1 year and leave after that. He has 1 year left on his contract.
No, I think he's frustrated. He wants to leave.
Yeah, but
Because then next year is going to be 34.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with 34
Exactly.
years old? I tell you what.
I would like to see him in the Premier League.
That day, when the sources came out that he put in paperwork that he doesn't want to play anymore, your Twitter blew up. That's
did.
all they talked about. Like even COVID wasn't number one on the trend.
Yeah.
It was messy, and I was like, holy crap. But then I'm thinking about like, what if that really transfer happens that day? Was holding the jersey of another team.
Yeah.
That
Imagine
w-
how crazy that would be.
that would be crazy. And then you know what's really sucks about it? Because of COVID, usually they have when a player comes to the team, they have him presenting at the stadium.
Yeah.
You know when Ronaldo came to Madrid, the freaking stadium was filled.
Then he's not gonna have nobody in the stadium.
Nobody in the stadium.
Well, who knows how this I mean,
We don't know what's gonna happen in a couple
but
of months.
It doesn't still. From the looks of it, looks like he'll just be like,
Yeah, and
so-
playing in an empty stadium, Messi in a different stadium. In my opinion, I would love to see everything building up, but I think what would be awesome if he just stays there, and in 3 years he retires. You know damn well they're gonna build a statue of him in front of the stadium. They might even name the stadium after him. You know what the guy did for the club. It's crazy.
I
man.
know, but look, what did they do with Ronaldo with Real Madrid?
See, that's the thing about big clubs, man.
They'd be like, all right, you're gone. We'll get another great player. Like Real Madrid has seen great players.
I know.
They've seen Zidane. They've seen
Yeah, but
Ronaldo.
Messi did it for 20 years. Remember, Ronaldo was there only for 7.
Yeah, 7.
He was only there for 7. Messi's there since the youth and everything. Like it's crazy man, they're gonna talk about him in the next 50 years, 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And we're fortunate to live in this era. I hate when people argue Messi, Ronaldo. Dude, just enjoy it.
That is
I freaking love it.
I mean, but like you know how much shine they took away from other players.
Absolutely.
Like Neymar could have been Lewandowski.
Think about it.
Okay, look,
Xavi was never Player of the Year.
Xavi, exactly.
Never won the Ballon d'Or. We talk about Xavi, one of the greatest midfielders ever that never won the Ballon d'Or. That's crazy. There's other players. Kevin De Bruyne. He's killing it this year. Shit, at some point, Lewandowski put up some crazy numbers out there. Mo Salah too.
Exactly. And they take away all that shine because they're just. And the thing is, rightfully so, they do. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Messi and Ronaldo are just in a different world. But
Absolutely.
we're getting we got way into this Messi Ronaldo thing.
Yeah. Anyways,
So you know what I mean?
where do we left off?
With because Waleed called you. I mean,
Yes, yeah,
Abu Saif called you about all that.
yeah. Abu Saif called me and says, "Blah." He was so happy that Barcelona got smashed. Of course, a lot of crap talking went around. Anyways, I don't get into that. I'm just happy for my team. I don't go call around people. I was like, yeah, well, hate you too.
Remember? No, there was that one video where it was at your house, and Bayern won the game. You kicked him out.
I kicked everybody out of the house. Yeah, I cussed up people out, and believe it or not, I actually chased somebody with a knife.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was funny.
But
listen. I'm just a passionate Bayern fan. I can't stop it. It's a disease.
It is. It's hard to deal with sometimes.
I know. That's why I like watching games by myself.
Exactly.
I can't watch it with others. And by the way, the 7 minutes of the finals against PSG, I didn't watch. I left the house.
Why?
I couldn't handle it.
Because of just how of what could happen.
What can happen exactly?
Bayern controlled that game. Like PSG showed moments, but Bayern controlled that game.
I literally went outside in my socks instead of walking the block.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, because I couldn't handle it. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack or something. Anyways, back to the fall league. Yeah, so one of the GMs is what? Abu Saif.
Yeah, Abu Saif. That's a possible GM.
These are some interesting names we got going on.
And we'll see how it turns out. Again, Harry's doing an amazing job. He sent out a huge group chat.
Yep.
This actually there's gonna be because of COVID, a lot of people aren't playing soccer. Like a lot of people came back to Buffalo.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good players that want to play. People that are not playing college soccer anymore, college ball.
Yeah.
They're down to play.
There's no soccer.
It's gonna be. Last year was great.
This year's gonna be
this year
better.
If when I was looking at the list, I think Harry was saying like 80 players.
That's crazy. So you tell me there's 6 teams,
6 teams,
60 players.
60 players.
There's gonna be 20 players that are not gonna play.
Yeah. Harry's telling me he's like almost like 80 players.
That's crazy. I mean, we need to understand there's gonna be a lot of kids from high school and everything, so they're not gonna get picked. People are gonna get picked, not picked. You know.
I just can't wait for the controversy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be one of the captains going forward. Rest of my life, I will never be a captain again.
Especially for these Yemen.
It's not worth the headache because you kind of responsible making sure everybody comes on time and everything. It's one of the hardest things to do. Actually, the hardest thing to do is run the fall league. Forget about being the...
Shout out Harry. Harry, you killing it, bro.
Actually, Harry was the first one that introduced the draft. And remember that day?
No, he wasn't the first one to introduce the draft.
All of our fall leagues didn't have a draft.
Oh, okay. You're not counting indoors. The indoors we had drafts.
I don't recall.
What you mean? The indoor where was where the black team was formed. Black squad, Rums's black squad. It was versus our team.
Yes, you're right.
It was me, Ray.
Yes.
And, me, Ray, and Shay. And it was against the black squad where they had Koof, they had Sammy, they had Rocco.
Oh, that was long.
They had Wallah, all of them. Yeah.
But that was Wallah.
Yeah.
That was like 7-8 years ago.
That was a while ago.
But then between we stopped.
Yeah. So
but Harry's the one who actually brought everything to life, and then did a draft, and then did it at the club.
But you know what I like about what Harry did? Like how we set it up previously, there was a lot of room for error because there was not many rules down. There was not set rules already.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? You could go in. This could happen. And it would be like, yo, like we don't know what we're gonna do. We gotta go to. We're gonna. And they just argue. I remember when we would argue indoor.
Yeah.
Or even fall league outdoor, arguments would be crazy long. They would be like constantly yelling because there was no set rules.
Yeah.
Harry came in, mashallah, Harry, you a beast. He sends us a huge list
of rules,
just set rules. And whenever there's, and then Harry got certain people to go to get clarification from. And this year, Harry played last year, but You know, everybody would joke how Harry's, he's the commissioner and why is he playing? He could cheat, he could do that. So Harry's like, I'm just gonna ban all that, and I'm just gonna
Run the league.
run it.
Dude, playing and running the league is the
Yeah,
worst
it's the worst because they're if
just
something
gotta-
they're gonna again. A lot of them don't mean it. I mean, everyone knows Harry's character, what type of person Harry is. Harry's not gonna be that type. I mean, an amazing job. He ran a house league with the kids.
Yes, with the kids, yeah. So high schoolers,
Yeah.
JV players.
And the years that the kids that just graduated that year, except for AO10.
AO10, yeah, exactly. So everybody played because I think if AO10 would have played,
Yeah, he would he's in,
he was just running circles around
exactly.
them because he's on a different
and
level.
2 frontier teams.
And two Frontiers. So Harry invited no man or Harry
Yeah.
invited Frontier. We have a very close relationship from Frontier.
Yeah, I
And it
wasn't
was-
aware of that. I never knew.
Yeah, and it was awesome because they brought a lot of fans. And Harry did an amazing job.
The games got intense. Wallah.
It was very intense.
The games. Remember that semifinals game?
Yes.
That was
Things
intense.
got
Got
a little
chippy.
heated.
Got a little
Chippy, and we like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about. It's competitiveness. Yes, of course, we're friends with them. We have a close relationship with them. But you know what? You need to bring that competitive side out of kids. You know what I'm saying? So he did a good job, and there was a lot of fans. Yeah. And what happened is the 2 Frontier teams went to the finals.
Congratulations to the Frontier team.
But in our home turf, for our teams not to go to the finals and let the outside opponent, nothing against Frontier, great job. They deserved it to be in there. Absolutely.
No man was. I can't say the things he said after that semifinals. Those 2 semifinal games.
And guess who the coaches were for those 2 semifinal teams? Harry
and Webbs.
and Webbs.
Harry, man.
Webbs too.
Yeah, Webbs has history, man. Webbs took the high school. Webbs and his dad, no man, took the high school team to the state. Took them to states all the way in Albany.
Last 3-4 years has been we had a great success with our high school team.
Yeah.
But this was it was an embarrassment. I mean, we booed them off the cage. I think things were being thrown at them.
Yeah,
I
man,
think
it wasn't looking good on them. But you know what I mean. I just want to emphasize how Harry ran that too.
Yeah.
So Harry's very. He's in the community. You know what I mean. Harry does a great job with the community.
Absolutely.
And he gets involved with the community. So shout out to Harry again. The commish. The best commish. Everybody used to be. I stand by Harry.
I stand by Harry too.
Yeah,
Hashtag stand by Harry.
But we're gonna see how this league goes.
I can't wait.
It's
Honestly.
good. I'm finally playing in this league. I don't like. You know what I mean. I can't
I know
wait.
you're fully.
No, I'm not fully healed, but you know what I mean. I can't.
Now-
I wanted to play so bad.
Just a
last year.
reminder for outside listeners. Everybody knows each other in these leagues.
Yeah.
And believe me when I tell you this, it gets way more reckless than playing in the BBSL.
Oh my God. Yo, these dudes
You have to wear shin guards.
are nuts.
It's crazy.
I've seen it's when I was reffing.
More fights
Bro,
too because
I remember I was reffing one game. All right, I was reffing one game, and I look. So they play side by side the field. I do the side by side. So you already know how it's set up. So there's one field, and the next was another field. So we're playing side by side, and there's cones to separate it with the line. I looked to my left to watch the other game. It looked like rugby. It looked like football. These guys and Abe was reffing, neighbor. Shout out neighbor.
yeah,
And he was not calling anything
on purpose.
He was just letting everything go,
Because he wanted to see what was gonna happen.
and it was crazy. Like you hear people scream. I saw somebody get slammed, and he stayed in one spot and did not call one call the whole game.
Well, you remember with me and Yader what happened?
Yeah, that was nuts.
Semifinals.
Semifinals. It was really that was your tough, like one of your toughest games.
Yeah, that was
one.
Remember that game went literally into night.
Yeah, that was the against the white team.
Yeah, it was
Geiber's team. Geiber's team.
Yader's team.
No, it was the first game was Geiber's team, where you guys were down like 6-2, 8-2.
Dude, who's Geiber?
Geibers?
Oh, Geibers.
Geibers. I call them Geibers.
Geibers. What?
Yeah,
Since
that's my
when do you
boy.
call them Geibers?
That's my nickname to Geibers. I call them Geibers all the time since we were like.
So wait, you trying to tell me you got different nicknames for other people?
No, just for Geibers.
Just for Geibers.
Because it's my man. That's my main man.
Geibers.
Geibers. He knows that.
Wallah, first time I'm hearing that.
I'm surprised. I used to say in the group chat. I say
Yeah, but-
Geibers in the group
Okay,
chat.
because I thought you misspell it.
Okay, I don't.
You know how.
Anyways, that's my main man.
Okay.
That's my home skillet. That's my
Hold
left
on,
tip.
hold on. I didn't know you were that close to Geibers.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. Anyways, that was a crazy game.
You,
And what
guys,
ended
you
up-
guys have nothing in common. Nothing.
we have everything in common.
What?
Both intelligent, good-looking, funny human beings. That's more than enough.
Hold on a minute. 2/3 of those things are lies.
Anyways,
You guys are funny.
that was a crazy ass game with you guys.
Yes.
And that ended with a 10-8 comeback win with you.
Oh my God! Yes, that was a crazy game.
If you saw the ending, so I was reffing that game and
Dude, we're down by 6 goals.
yeah, and you guys came back and won. The
That
thing
was
is,
crazy.
so after the game,
I scored a tying goal. I remember
and then
because when I lifted up my shorts and went into faces, I didn't lift it up like I did the Simeone. I did a Simeone.
oh, okay.
I did a Simeone celebration.
So you just started making like weird faces.
I started making like weird body movements. That was very inappropriate.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
but it's appropriate for our league.
90% of the things we do cannot be like really in those house leagues.
Oh my God.
cannot be voiced out.
Put
But-
it this way. There will be a lot if the way we play, the way we are, if we take that same energy into the BDSL,
red cards.
by third week the league will be over.
Exactly, because there would be no players. there would be no more players.
be
but
no
it would
more
suspended.
players.
So, I remember at the end of that game, let me tell you, Wallah was so funny. I remember at the end of the game, AQ and Geibers
Okay.
were pissed at me because they thought I missed a couple calls or I called a couple soft calls.
Okay.
But AQ was way worse than Geibers.
Okay.
So, you guys win the game and the fans are running all. You know the
Oh
fans
yeah,
are
of
running all the
course.
field.
Of course.
And you know how you can
That's the
feel-
best
yeah,
feeling, by
exactly.
the way. That's the
yeah.
best
When
feeling.
they all ran on the field, celebrated with you guys, and I could feel like a stare down the field. I could feel it. And AQ is staring, like everybody's running. I see everybody running through the crowd, and I could just see AQ standing still. And he's just giving me this dirty look, and he gives me the middle finger.
AQ give you a middle finger. I
And
never
I
see
can-
AQ never do a middle finger.
and I could read his lips, and I can't say it. He was
Yeah, yeah.
swearing up a storm,
Oh
pissed.
my God.
And every time I tell AQ about that story, we just crack up. It was
For me, that was the best day in the fall league.
It was. And
It
then-
was the craziest because everybody ran on the field. Everybody is like cussing each other out.
Yeah,
it was just,
nuts.
It was mayhem.
because you guys were the primetime game,
Primetime game.
and everybody was there. So that game ended late too.
Yeah.
So then we're going back to the semifinal.
Semifinal against
You guys
Yadder's team.
Rage in the cage.
Rage in the cage.
And it was a close game.
Yep.
They started coming back.
Yep.
And they scored a goal on you guys.
Yes.
And from what I heard, I don't know.
Speculation.
Speculations. You
Speculations.
held the ball, and you were trying to cover up the ball to waste time. And the thing is, I
Speculation.
so I turn around. I'm turning around, getting ready to. I'm walking back to the middle, not knowing what's going on behind me.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that. And all of a sudden, there's a tug of war between you and Yader, and I turn back around, and I see Yader slam you to the ground.
Literally picked me
Yeah.
up because Yada's a big dude. He picked me
Mashallah,
up.
big strong.
Mashallah, big dude slammed me to the ground. Now, of course, for some reason, at that very moment, I decided for my muscles to be loose. So it looked like he threw me a lot. He had like no
Resistance.
resistance.
Because you hit the ground hard, and I was like, "Yo."
Because I was like, it was just the timing were good. Now, what people were telling me is that I stepped on his foot.
I don't know if that happened. I didn't see none of that.
I don't recall doing that.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So,
But again, as a referee, did you see me
I
do
didn't
that?
see none of that.
So you only saw what he did.
I saw the retaliation. then
So it was a fair red card, would
it
you
was
say?
it was 100%, and I would do it again. And the thing is, the game was intense.
It was bad.
When I gave him
That was the mo-
when I gave him that red card, it, it got.
He wanted to
ugly.
fight me, fight you,
Yeah.
fight Harry.
It was nuts. But the thing is, and he's on the sideline, and he's just letting me have it. And I'm like, yo, I can't do nothing about it. Then he texts me after the game, and we discuss about it. And, we joke about it now. That's my boy, Yader. But it was just
That was the crazy. Now, I'll tell you what. Now let's talk about the most funniest moment in that fall league.
was the Hess and
No,
what was it?
no, when Sham came late.
Oh man, I did Sham dirty.
So
man.
Sham comes late. By the way, his team's getting blown out by
It was
6 goals.
it was the last game.
It was semifinals.
It wasn't semifinals.
No.
It was it was
last game they needed to win to make the playoffs.
To make the playoffs, and they were playing against Rage in the Cage.
Rage in a Cage versus
Black
Squad.
That which Hisham was running,
Yes.
and
Well, was it Amen? Because he got the shirts.
Ayman got them the fake Nike shirts.
Yes.
He literally took them to a shop to put a
Yo,
Nike sign on.
The Nike sign was upside down.
Exactly. It was. We could get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Copyright infringement.
so they're getting blown out.
And
I mean,
Sham, their captain, is not there.
because he got stuck. I don't know for what reasons he got stuck. So
Rumor has it he got paid off that to be at work.
he did get paid off by the hour at the job.
Technically.
So he's speeding on his way here. He's telling them that he's on his way, and everyone says we're gonna play a prank on him.
Mind you, there's like 30, 40 people
People
on the sideline. This
watching.
is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to be on it.
So they're like, yo, when he comes in, we're gonna say the game is close.
It's
and
2-2
or
or
2-1. So I forgot
It was a
the
close game.
specifics of it, but they're like it's gonna be a close game. So he comes in, he sprints, and the score is like 10-2.
Wait. He was on the sideline. He's lacing
Yeah.
up his boots, trying to hurry up, and we're
Exactly.
like pumping him on.
And then he goes on the field. They score a goal.
He's
going
the
nuts.
only one going
Yeah.
crazy. He's
And
the
they're like-
only one going
like, yo,
crazy.
like,
And
yo.
we're on the sideline dying.
Everybody's laughing. I'm like, yo, and I go up to him. I'm like, yo, it's
You told him this.
it was like 10-3 right now, something like along those lines of a crazy score. And it was.
He looked at us.
And he was like, and
He
that
looked
messed
at
him.
us, and then we started. Then when he found out, and he looked at us.
But the thing is, they almost came back. They started scoring goals
I know that was the crazy part.
when they took out.
but at that very moment,
yeah, he was.
he
should've seen
he
that
looked at us, and then we just started cracking up, dude. That was so funny. Even his own teammates were cracking up.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Because I know Rums was cracking up on the
Hell
sideline.
yeah, because Rums. I mean, Rums and Sammy sat second half, thinking like,
Yeah.
yo, that's it. You know,
It's
what I
a
mean?
wrap.
But then Sham came. They hopped back on the and it was funny. It was
That was one of the funniest moments.
there was a lot of funny moments, a lot of crazy moments, but that's happened last year, so we don't know what's in store for this year.
Oh, I can't wait.
Uh,
I'm hoping that it's going to be organized, which it will, because Harry runs a really organized league. I'm hoping for some good refs, and honestly, you guys did a great job.
But I think Harry's gonna just to stop the talk. I think Harry is possible. I was talking to Harry again, talking about it. He's saying he possibly might get
BSL refs.
official refs.
Yeah,
Just because.
'Cause
so
honestly,
just
with
to
this
stop.
many-
Yeah, just to
'cause
stop
this,
any of the.
with this many people, all we gotta give is what extra $20 a player
Yeah.
to cover the
Exactly.
referee costs, and who cares?
Yeah,
we're
and
golden.
Harry got a set price, and the remaining money is gonna go. He's
Yo.
gonna get crazy trophies like how he did last year,
I don't know where he gets these trophies, man.
and then the rest of the money is gonna go to the reffing, hopefully,
Yeah.
and the rest of that money, anything extra, is going back to the field. Where
Yeah.
where we help with what the field needs.
some of the
It's
equipment.
whatever the field needs to stay in.
Exactly. Now, I'm hoping. Obviously, I can see people like Encore and all these guys coming. What if he gets Jorge again?
No, Jorge's done. Jorge is done. Yeah. Jorge is done. He is just too much going on with Jorge.
Didn't one time somebody threw a shoe at him?
Wahib.
What?
Webbs threw the shoe at him
Webs threw the shoe at him.
and got the red card.
That is too. That's why we love. I tell you what, I love
He's
when.
controversy. Jorge's controversy.
But he fits our agenda because everything is controversial.
Because he's evil.
I think it does it on purpose. 'Cause
Yeah,
he knows
definitely.
this is fun.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can start a fire.
Exactly.
Actually, matter of fact, let me put gasoline
And
on the
let's see,
fire
and let's see what I can
and
do.
see what I can do more.
So that's just we're gonna have a crazy league. We got almost up to 80 players, around 80 players. We're gonna see what goes in. We're gonna be talking about this a lot in this podcast.
Yes.
It's gonna be discussed a lot into this podcast. Again, there's other topics we want to talk about,
Yeah.
but HHL is a very big topic that we're gonna get through, and we're gonna keep you guys updated.
We love it. We can't get enough of those.
And
things.
you guys, and I promise you guys are gonna, when you guys hear the stories, like we're telling you stories, and I'm not even giving it. I'm like, this is probably like 10-20% of what happened last year. You guys-
Yeah, I mean, if we give you the main bulletin, but
But
there's a
we're-
lot of things going on.
So we're gonna keep up with this, and I don't know. We'll see how things go. I
Yeah.
promise you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Now, of course, in the meantime, hopefully we'll put some clips on here.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get some clips.
Clips,
Yes.
interviews,
Guests.
trying to get some phone calls maybe. You know,
yeah,
we-
we'll have guests here. We'll try to bring some guests in here that played in it or that watched it.
Yeah.
That have a lot to say. You know what I mean? So stay tuned, man. You guys are gonna love it.
man, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the ride of the cage. All you guys want to do is subscribe, hit that subscribe button,
Tell your friends, tell your family.
tell everybody,
Yeah,
man, even
tell-
across seas.
Yeah, tell your
man.
coworkers. Yeah, let them know. In
Yo,
Yemen.
yo.
Let them know in whatever.
Shout out to 313, man. Follow us. I know you guys are gonna enjoy this.
All right.
We're gonna have a lot of content for you guys. Thank you for listening for our first episode. Ak.
All right, man. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
And
guys.
see you guys next week.
Hey
See you guys.
guys, thanks for listening to this episode. Stay tuned for next week.
Make sure you subscribe. You follow our Twitter and our Instagram, and we'll keep you guys updated with everything.